I'm Stephan Nance, and I'm so glad that I have some definite people who are, even if you leave, I still have people, so so that's good news. And this first song is about Vancouver, not Washington. Land in my mind, crawling through the sound. I found it, now I recognize it. Everywhere, everywhere it's a ground. Swimming up a concrete river, paddling through pine and pavement. I melted, blended, and then re-cemented inside an unprotected hostel suite, astride a bicycle defrosting wheat atop a tower with an unrevolving view of illuminated sails, gray and green, gray and green. The brightest blue could never come between gray and green and amber, rowing toward a lowered drawbridge, clambering onto the sea wall, confecting cloud-covered cinnamon rolls, wowed by crowds of glaucous-winged gulls. See, no see, look at the harlequins, I wish you'd said to me. Over a decade I discerned a path, my passport went to function, that junket's out of reach. Gray and green, gray and green, the reddest flags forever come between gray and green and amber. Everybody's body sways in unfamiliar funny ways, traveling on rainbow wheels of color. Down below, the crows pecking suet surface streets, the subway sounds resounding beats, beckoning me to retreat on the heels of mighty feet. But where there's a will, there's a way, and I will every day until I dry, every day until I dry. Wait, wait, don't tell me, Blair the heritage horns, but I won't leave. I haven't heard first ear the 9 o'clock gun or the steam chimes. I've yet to feel first foot the boom of the sooty grouse in the mountain woods. I have more notes to take on the colors of the land in my mind. I have a wish to blow through the mist of the dandelion fountain. I have a truth to seek in the xeriscape of the hill on the hill. I have a past, a present, and a future in this city. Maybe no more than moments, but there's still a possibility. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's Northwestern Jack Johnson. Well, this one's kind of, it's Northwesty, but it's also all over the place. It's about trees and relationships. So tree-relationships, which is very hard to say, but I practiced. This is, so I forgot my stool, my normal stool, and so I feel like I'm almost standing, but not quite, and so it's a little awkward. How are the levels of things? Is it audible? Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. Well, not anymore, but stitch between your patch and mine. I stubbed myself on a treacherous thistle and I cried out. If it were merely a matter of stray thorny bristle, a barrier screen could be laid and I wouldn't miss you. We could go the distance. Were there more disease resistance on your part? Nothing lasts forever when you never let it start. This way, I expect to find you waiting for me beneath the branches of the buckeye tree, waving a palm meadow front, a siphoning orange juice with a barber Polish wand. Red horse chestnut, clever disguise. I of course guessed but said you'd never naturalize. Species agassiz and zig, tough to keep plants in one place. Any chance they get they die a spore or else transmutate. Traipsing, looping garden paths, chasing floodplain to below, tracing roots to ponderosa, tangling with the strangler fig. Now in an old growth, a bald cypress stand, knees locked in the strand, swamp, black and yellow crowned, night herons abound in colonies conferring on me. Collective memory, my eyelids flutter, orbits fill with water, hemlock in my hammock, limbs thrash, spit and sputter, alligator drags me under into a solution hole to protect me from elements of fantasy that thrive in shady reality, to offer respite from the demands of gardening, to show me trees are just the fruit of an even bigger tree. Thank you. Thank you so much. I knew my water was here somewhere. That one always really tires my wrist out at the end. There's so much going on. Okay. You need to start doing exercises. I've heard that that a good exercise to do is like tracing the alphabet, like D, E, F. Now we're all doing it. Oh my God, that's great. Oh yeah, while driving. Oh yeah, yeah. If you're the passenger, you can do anything. So I've only been driving for a couple of years, so I'm always 10 and 2. Yeah. I'm just like, I do not stray. And I actually, so that first song, Gray and Green, when I was learning to drive 2 years ago, I kept thinking, 10 and 2, 10 and 2. The safest hands are always 10 and 2. This, I know, yeah, it's like a public service announcement. Yeah. Okay. This next one's about the apocalypse, so. I know. Well, I do make a lot of them up just on my own. I just don't. I need an agent, I think. If you're willing. I thought I had been shot 1,000 times. It's not a shocking way to die in the fields this side of the enemy lines. But I've fired my fair share of guns, and I know full well the bullets don't just fall down from the sky. So I opened up my eyes, I saw a flash of light, I saw it through the black, whoa, I saw the flooded track, I felt the hail upon my back, oh, I saw the start of the foggy maze, I couldn't see for several days, but then a sunbreak finally burned away the haze. You know I'd kiss you if I could, but my lips are made of wood, and it wouldn't do to splinter you in an unfamiliar neighborhood. I dodged the ball of flames, fueled by the dust the sun kicked up. A stone's throw from the tonsil crypt, I strewed the beaten path on a sup. Tight-lipped and planing through the murky mill race surface, these fluorescent leaves, crispy teardrops shed from crying trees, murmurations, 'tis autumn, no, only fall outside beside a chemical breeze. O stratocumulus, O circumbendibus, I saw and ceased to push, I'd seen and heard too much, my oar became a crutch, I sculled into a reef, it sawed the board in half, I saw my former single fin, I soldered lead into tin, I sauntered out, I saw interred my kith and kin. You know I'd hold this post a while, if I could only learn to smile. By the time I've earned the privilege, only grimaces will be in style. Surf Scoter on the pond, coyote on the fescue, Sirocco's on the flesh, globe lightning to the rescue, an earthly comet rolling by, a stoic guide toward a nuclear era. No shadows cross the sterile mind, no Lex distract the prairie chickens from their terror. I found a brand new clearing next to the old new clearing, a welcome change from the adjacent older new old clearing. I didn't feel at peace, but I didn't feel at war. A welcome change. You know I went to your old home, you know the site of your new grave. You know I'd pay my last respects, but the respect I have I'd better save. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. This one's about codependency. Such a fun evening. Well, actually the first two were pretty fun. And we'll go through the spectrum of emotions tonight. Oh, what an unfortunately unsurprising turn of events. Oh, what a conundrum it presents. Swing with the white-knuckled grip and cling to the pieces of ship. or start in the water and end in the water. The swells, after all, intercept just the tip. Oh, what on earth can I do? I want to help you unsee. I want to help you unsee. I want to help, but if I help you, I can't help me. And if I go unhelped, what help can I be? But what if everything is okay? What if everything is easy for once? Maybe everything can be easy for once. Maybe everything can just be okay. Yay. Maybe that isn't a psychopomp. Maybe that's our lifer hoopo. Maybe that little grim reaper will grow up to be a lighthouse keeper. Hope, 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 hope. The deck, a cannonball from a diving board of the crow's nest. Best to leave the stunts to the unprofessionals. Leave the stunts to the unprofessionals. Oh, 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 oh. The boat's a hoax, a fantasy of control, a joke. See it for what it is now that it's woke. Now we avail ourselves of its splinters and rope to impale ourselves and hang ourselves. Our hope is what kept us from learning to flow. Oh, 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 float, float. Float, float, float. But go ahead and offer me another free cruise on a shipwreck. How could I refuse? Why can't I refuse? While there is life, there is hope. So why for the life of me can't I just float? Hope, hope, hope. Hope, as if the water I fear is not the water I bathe in. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I actually have free stickers there with the lyric, "Leave the stunts to the unprofessionals." The reason you want to leave the stunts to the unprofessionals is because, so I'm a professional musician. This is what I do. And in this situation, I can tell you more about it. No one, it's about my mom, and like she's not gonna watch this, so it's fine. But so there hit a point in our relationship where like things got very dramatic, and it all sort of fell apart. And I was so frustrated that I punched the deck in back of our house, which I've never done anything like that. And so I literally hit the deck, and so those lyrics come from that. But after I did that, I was like, what am I thinking? Like my hands are my livelihood, and if anyone's hitting the deck, it should be not a professional musician. It should be someone else. And I was also, it was sort of a dig at my mom's therapist, because I feel like she is, if those are the professionals, they're not doing a very good job. So let them hit the deck. And so that's sort of what I'm saying there. Usually I don't explain so much about lyrics, but there's so, I don't know, every line has things like that behind it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I grew up listening to them, so, yeah. And I remember... Okay, this one is about a bad housing situation. After the ball, we all three of us, two of a feather and one superfluous, retired to and from rooms and careers respectively, to electively to conspire against one, effectively partners in crime, part-time extortionists, property owners, and out-of-proportionist mimes lament the call to present in a top-heavy tent that they lent but don't rent out for money yet. Sorry for trying to get in the act. I thought a performance was what y'all expected. Turns out I'm more sideshow than Cirque du Soleil, but I value grit over fancy tricks anyway. Wine, dine, wind down another evening, entertaining and complaining. I stay dry and stall, but still plummet into the apron right after the ball. After the ball. After the ball, they gloat through the glare with the straightest disease, the uncaring flakes on the lying trapeze. They master the rings, contorting the facts, pickling the punks, thwarting the unwitting acorn woodpecker, red-headed stepchild plucked from the granary, an indentured clown on the face of it, to countercuts to the grease paint budget. Presumably sorry for trying to get in the act. I thought a performance was what y'all expected. Turns out I'm more sideshow than Cirque du Soleil, but I value grit over fancy tricks anyway. Unfortunate difficulty balancing shipography. I, on the contrary, bet I could trot the globe's topography without a fall, but still plummet into the apron right after the ball. After the ball. Sorry for trying to get in the act. I thought a performance was what y'all expected. Turns out I'm more sideshow than Cirque du Soleil, but I value grit over fancy tricks anyway. I value grit over fancy tricks anyway. Thank you. Thank you. That's one where if you don't hit all the notes, it still kind of works. Yeah, it's the grit. Well, it's always weird playing a keyboard, like when you've changed something dramatically, like where you're sitting. Like usually it's one level lower, and then I am, like your knees, when you're playing a piano, your knees should be like, there should be a 90-degree angle. You shouldn't be like, it's not like a standing desk situation. Yeah, you shouldn't be having to do like active sitting. Okay, so I lost my voice for like a few weeks and it's just now back, and this one I think I still can't do the little like ooh. Oh, I kind of can do it maybe I can. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. You got your fill. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's like, I know people are watching it, but you don't always hear anything about, so it's nice to get positive feedback. Yeah, it was like Fosse inspired. Yeah. Yay, I'm so happy. And now I'll play this sad song. Teeth chatter, ducks whimper, a beep goes off inside. Is it time, or just a timer? Decalcomania, ironed on our hides by the scarlet fever-stricken two-bit hypocritical neo-puritan dun-tuns turning on a dime, a dime, a dime. What are they? A little more than kin and less than kind. We live in the same, but we run on different. Time, a time, a time. You are safe. You are sound. You are safe. You are sound. Ooh, I feel your frequency resonate at my core, enkindle my extremities, echo through my bones, think about its tones. Ooh, Whoa, I went to the wrong key there. Ooh, ooh, every day, and fumble-stricken phrases we ball up to play when we feel forlorn. Just keep peeling those little oranges they keep stealing. We keep peeling, stuck on an uneven keeling. Every great and snowy egrets, speaking of my evening grossness. Every evening gross week, speaking of my great and snowy egress. Even if we deviate, the ice rink set to counterclockwise. There's no exit till we skate. I lurch along the verge, a strawberry-less frozen biscuit. My flimsy figure zero drops a miraculous lemniscate. When the intercom comes through, I think I've lost my refound calling. Oh, winter tanager, you help me walk, but you leave me crawling. You are a cardinal, you are a cardinal, and I should be so lucky as to be a part of you at all. You are safe. You are sound. You are safe. You are sound. My system, chilblains swell upon my heart. Thank you. Not a moment too soon. Okay. So this one is about a love triangle, which is why there are 3 languages in it. I probably talked about this last time, maybe. So this one is called Japanese Garden, and it has lyrics in English, French, and Russian. And it's about a love triangle, and part of the reason for having multiple languages, especially the Russian, is so that the third person in the love triangle couldn't understand the lyrics. Yeah, yes. It's been many years since then, so it's okay for me to talk about it. But yes, okay. Dum 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 the ice, I scuttle down the riverbank till I espy the arboretum in your house, in your home, and covered in mud. I crawl into a carapace and down the hallway. The coniferous buoy bobbing on alpha waves inspire, sire, and song. Compose a nodding poem that will never see the light of day. That will never see the light, but I read in a dream. Japanese garden, head on the shoulder. Japanese maple, read in a dream. Japanese garden, head on the shoulder. Japanese maple, read in a dream. Read in a dream. Crossing crooked bridges, safe to knit you any garment now, but I cast off my crafty armaments. I cast you aside and I scoot away. But didn't we ditch those demons? Are we not free to freeze and thaw as we please, to perch on branches whittled into benches built for human shivering en cœur en hiver? Un cœur qui ne verra jamais la lumière, mais je lis dans un rêve jardin japonais. Tête serait polaire, tout Japon, je lis dans un rêve jardin japonais. Tête serait polaire, tout Japon, je lis dans un rêve, lis dans un rêve. Everything will be simple someday soon. Everything will be simple, oh so simple. Everything will be simple someday soon. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Простите мне, что я решился к вам писать про в руке вырезанный медно. Стволе меня кожа покраснела на стокольном красителя. Вы меня поймали с поличным, читающего во сне ирландца, ходящего в шотландке. Я люблю неразумно, но безмерно. Я люблю неразумно, но безмерно. Я люблю относительно, дополнительно сосновой шишки. И не беру в голову собственно я вырою утную яму ему. Очевидно, язык мой враг мой, а языка чужого я не опасаюсь, не боюсь укропиться в густо-лиственном лесу. Тучи собираются над мной, я пережду грозу. И как только вы дадите оценку, я дам вам компенсацию. И секретно в карман пальто окаменелую незабудку. I don't want to be forgotten. I don't want to be forgotten. I don't want to be forgotten anymore. Denuding adamant layers, I peel past the period of interregnum and inherit the gilt cardboard crown from the downy-crusted phoenix, my predecessor in this hue of panels in triptychs painted and pruned. The kingdom's a sham, Hamlet without the prince, and though a tree you may well be, I am not convinced. A copperhead on hickory shoulder, curled under weavers a fetal web of words. Read in a dream, Japanese garden, copperhead on hickory shoulder, breaking through the ice. Encore en hiver. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. My mom always says that it's like Bohemian Rhapsody, but I think she just saying that because it's long. It's like 6-minute songs are just all alike. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. You're like the best audience member. I feel like I need you at every show to be like, come on. You're the person who's like planted in the audience to be like really enthusiastic. Are you all hearing this? Like, oh, thank you. You did. Oh, Lake Fair. Oh, is that why the road was blocked off? Okay, I have no idea what that is. What is it? Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh, okay, okay. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, and they left me off of the calendar this month, for the hotel, and so that doesn't help either. Yeah, I don't, uh, like, they might be listening, but, yeah, I got here and I looked at you know how last time there was the fancy fold-out thing and it looked really nice, and there were pictures of me, and this time I was like, where am I? I'm not on there. Nothing's happening on the dates that I'm playing, apparently. But, uh, such as this particular venue sometimes. Yes. No, I really appreciate you putting up flyers. That's so amazing of you to do. Oh. Um. Oh. Oh, good. Cool. Um. Let's see. The next one is entirely in Russian, which I don't know if you don't want that, it's okay. You speak Russian? Oh, you can appreciate. Yeah. Cool. Well, this one I played it in Russia because I was in Russia last month and I had a show there and I played this song. So I wrote this song sort of for that because I knew I was going to be going there, and I was like, well, I should have a song that's completely Russian. And then people afterwards were like, so the name of it, Vertisheka, is like, it's wryneck, which is a type of bird, and so it's a weird, like bird name. If you said wryneck in English, English speakers would be like, what are you talking about? Like, what's a wryneck? It's sort of like a woodpecker, but so similarly with Russians, they're all like, what is this thing you're talking about? Like, it's some kind of bird? And I was like, yes, it's a bird. I didn't make it up. I'm not, and it isn't that my Russian is just like bad. I'm like, it's a real thing, yeah. Yes. Okay. Um, ugh. But I didn't put any translated lyrics, so it's sort of about let's see. It's about, so a wryneck, it's a really sort of creepy bird. It's kind of like a snake in a way. Like, it can turn its head all the way around, and it does this hissing thing. It imitates a snake to ward off predators. And so this song is sort of about feeling like a wryneck is sort of watching your every move and like trying to I don't know, cast aspersions on you and turn everyone against you. So it's sort of silly, I don't know, but it's also, I don't know, I feel like it feels very Russian in a way, like a Russian sort of fairy tale. And the Russians who I played it for were like, it's like a fairy tale. It's like some sort of Disney thing, but like, but creepy, maybe. Yes. На поляне в саду хурмы вперед рассвета в холодный конец лета лишайник чищенный с ветки поразил пчелетки на бревне, как змея в тени, в тайне шпион смотровой странная птица стала головой, стала головой, стала головой. Вертишека, вертишека, вертишека. Перестань смотреть на меня. На прогулке из саду хурмы каждый частый жест и слово этот подлый хлопот он снова замечает с хмурым взглядом одержимо прячется рядом, прячется рядом, прячется рядом. Вертишека, вертишека, вертишека. Перестань смотреть на меня. Так же, как есть уши у стен, у деревьев есть глаза, вертишека, благодаря тебе я становлюсь предметом сплетен. Ненормально, да это я, и ненормально, ненормализуется, 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 никогда не нормализуется. Вертишека, вертишека, вертишека. Well, I'm screwing that up. There it is. Скажи, что будешь, и думай, что хочешь. Мне уже все равно, мне уже все равно, мне уже все равно. Спасибо. Thank you. Спасибо. I suppose if I play that song to an English audience, I could at least tell them the chorus is like Vertisheka, like Reinek, like stop looking at me. Which like my Russian audience really enjoyed, and like. And in the week that I was there, they would sometimes be like, Перестань смотреть на меня. Stop looking at me. Okay, this one's really old. I wrote this like 11 years ago. That's so old. Back when I was a little baby, 20-year-old, I guess. Oh, God, this is so weird. I'll be 32 on Tuesday. I think Tuesday. Is that the 23rd? Today's the 20. Wait, no. Yeah, Tuesday. 20th. Okay. Yes. I'm growing up. Thank you. What? Oh. Oh, I know. Actually, I found out what time I was born. For you, yeah. So, yeah, we can talk about it later. I won't tell you now because you'll be thinking about it. Spring and still, leaves have not all fallen from the trees, holding hands and skipping stones across the river. Flowers open wider than I've ever seen. You can see them too. If you hurry, you can see them too. If you come back to me. Spiral bound the pages that you wrote to me. In between the letters lies a secret that I meant to see. It has been a season since I've seen the sea, but we can go there soon. If you hurry, we can go there soon. If you come back to me. Sit and sip my tea, you're facing me. You, a day, a month, a year ago, it's all the same to me. On every bus I see, on every street I see, in every passing a pair of shoes I see. You. You can see me too. If you hurry, you can see me too. If you come back. Thank you. Gray after gray, pray after pray, morning to morning, day after day. Let's let the bygones be bygones, blackening the skies in the bygone style of soon-to-be-gone monarch butterflies. Climb up the butte, stare at the sun-drenched river, clench your lids, hurry, carry the sight to the boardwalk. Lift your chin up, open your eyes. See a shadow walk as it lightens and dies. See a shadow walk as it lightens and dies. See a shadow walk as it lightens and dies. How can I love someone I've only seen in a painting? How can I love a voice I've only heard described? How, on the other hand, can you kill somebody who's right in front of you? You seem to have no trouble at all doing it. You seem to have no trouble at all. after straw, back after back, morning to morning, caulking the cracks. Let's let the bygones be tattooed upon our eyes. Let's let the truths be louder than the lies. I feel so ashamed to think I used to say it wasn't your land and I didn't take it away. It wasn't your land and I didn't take it away. It wasn't your land and I didn't take it away. White appetites killed the passenger pigeon. White fashion killed the Carolina parakeet. White silence kills people of color. White power will kill the very current it ignited. My own white power will kill a current too if I'm not prepared to fight it. See a pipeline run along the oil-drenched river. See us promise changes that we don't deliver. See a sacred place, watch us colonize the boardwalk. See a fallen cup, someone carried that cup when it was full. It must have taken every ounce of strength to pour the liquid down their gullet. Yeah, this is hetero white man emptying his gun. Seems to have no trouble at all carrying it for a future bullet. Seems to have no trouble at all. Thank you. Thank you. There. Let's see. This one, it's sort of about recycling. And it's kind of about being a piece of paper that falls into some flowers and what happens to you and what's going on around you as that piece of paper. It was, I don't know, I think it was, I was trying to write some sort of song and I was like, I need more, there needs to be more risk involved. And so I was like, I was out at these ponds and I was like, I'm going to just write, this was so many years ago, but I was like, I'm going to just write this, like I'm going to put my paper on the, like, on the handrail here, and it'll be very risky because, like, it might fall. And then eventually I had a song much later, and I don't know if that's what I was writing at the time, but yeah, it led to this sort of, okay. Yeah, me and my risks. Lupin caught my post-consumer fall. Lupin held me there beneath the post-consumer bird call, warbling the echoes of the decadent, the digital. And I know when I go where the coils glow, it isn't for the greater good. And I know when I go where the coils glow, that I grow, but it isn't for the greater good. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lupin popping open, hurled seeds, lured an unsuspecting organ jungle to the bed of reeds, and through binoculars the bird saw the SOS. And I know when I go where the coils glow, it isn't for the greater good. And I know when I go where the coils glow, that I grow, but it isn't for the greater good, no. It isn't for the greater good. No, it isn't for the greater good. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Broken letter, broken clock, broken box of broken sidewalk, chalk, sidewalk, chalk. Cyrillic talk, heart to heart in nearby sidewalk, chalk nearby sidewalk, chalk nearby sidewalk, chalk nearby sidewalk, chalk. Loop sought dispersal from the slope. Me, I only sought dismissal from this missile peppered envelope. Thank you. I'm hoping I can do this one. And when I saw it on the set list, I was like, oh, really? Because I feel like I guess my voice is recovered enough for it. Just there's this one little thing that I'm like, is that too high? I don't know. We'll find out. What? It's not too high. Thank you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Quiet onset of a yawn, old growth onslaught, shallow foresight, dawns on these lawns. In a town, on a mountain, where the ghosts inhabit poisoned wooden caves. And the things they do and the things they say live in smaller caves, and the details of those things dwell in even smaller caves. A truth or two got lost, nary tooth got flossed on the hearth near the mallard drink, on the entertainment center by the sliding door, on a spotlit plinth in an empty corridor, from one ear to the other, in a terracotta pot upon a bookcase, in a handcrafted cabinet of spoons. When you lose your mind, leave those useless curios behind. Always be you, you will always be you, and I think that that's a good person to be, as long as you're doing no harm unto others, then you're always doing the right thing by me. You're always doing the right thing by me. But how can I do that when I have no habitat? When they shoot you down to prove that they exist, hold your ground and passively resist. Hold your ground and passively resist. Why me? Why me, always bleeding in the brambles? Isn't there somebody else I could be? Always be you, you will always be you, and I think that that's a good person to be, as long as you're doing no harm unto others, then you're always doing the right thing by me. You're always doing the right thing by me. Sow the seeds of peace, I agree, but also see the forest for the trees. You can spend your whole life planting annuals dutifully year after year, but buy no small marigold, a patch will, an ivory billed, a woodpecker pecker peer. You can spend your whole life planting annuals dutifully year after year, but by no small marigold, patchwill, and ivory bill, the pecker peer. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was really interesting because I feel like I was able to more or less do the notes, but then at the very end, I think it's like I inhaled an eyelash or something. I don't really know what happened, but I think I need to drink some water. It's just, yeah, it feels like there's definitely like something at the back of my throat. That would be good, actually. I should try to work that in so I can work up some tears. Okay. So this one is a love letter to birds and bird watching. Okay. Sparks fly every time I identify species I have hitherto never seen in the field, seen in the feather. SPARKBIRD destiny drew us together. Every smile line on my face can be retraced down to the split second, down to the split place. Is it magical thinking, or is it magical realism, or is it neither here nor there? Every time I check my wrist, it's another brand new freckle past another brand new hair. I'm growing up against my will. Will you finally resurrect the time I've killed? Will you finally resurrect the time I've killed? Sparks fly every time I visit this park. I envision the phantom of a giddy little cartoon me, jittering on the electrifying cusp of discovery. Before and after the storm, all I wanted was to be seen and to see some signs of a world still turning, some signs of a world still forming, rebirth of a dream still burning. Magical thinking, or is it magical realism, or is it neither here nor there? Every time I check my wrist, it's another brand new freckle past another brand new hair. I'm growing up against my will. Will you finally resurrect the time I've killed? Will you finally resurrect the time I've killed? SPARKBIRD. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I always make the same joke about I think, well, sometimes I make the same joke, so I don't know if I made this one last time, but that usually I write my songs as like a kind of therapy in addition to therapy. But this one is just for fun, and but it also is maybe about things that I should talk about in therapy, because I always want to rescue everyone, and that's what this is about. No one can see my bravery. I stomp on humdrum ground, I navigate mundane terrain, but all the same, an ancient flame ignites a fervency that surges into every vein. Dash, jump, climb, crawl, gotta get out, dart, dive, fly, tumble, gotta get out, gotta get you out, out, out. In a previous life I surely swept you off your feet and carried you away from the choking ash and scorching heat, to begin anew beyond the ruins of Pompeii, and to live to see another sunny day. On every list of things to do, an unchecked box reminds me that the task of saving you remains undone and unbegun and unfulfillable until the day we need to run, until the day we need to run, we need to run and dash, jump, climb, crawl, gotta get out, dart, dive, fly, tumble, gotta get out, gotta get you out, out, out. In a previous life I surely swept you off your feet and carried you away from the choking ash and scorching heat, to begin anew beyond the ruins of Pompeii, and to live to see another sunny day. From form to form, from place to place, from birth to birth, from death to death, from earth to outer space, from plague and flood, from fire and blight, from each catastrophe that threatens to eclipse your light. Dash, jump, climb, crawl, gotta get out, dart, dive, fly, tumble, gotta get out, gotta get you out, out, out. To begin anew beyond the ruins of Pompeii, and to live to see another sunny day. Sunny day. Sunny day. Sunny day. Sunny day. Thank you. Thank you so much. I made this set list on the short side because of my voice sort of being faltery still. So this is the last one that I have planned. if you don't mind. You're not gonna force me to do. Yes, I will be back again. I think I'm gonna come back in like a month or something. Yeah, maybe less. I don't know. I think they scheduled me for that. But I don't want to come back too often, because you might get tired of Yeah, surely you know more people, Michelle. No, I'm so grateful that you brought just one person, whoever you are, just a stranger off the street. Okay. This one's called Varied Thrush. What? Oh. Oh. That's one of my favorite birds. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, well, and I'm sure that you hear them easily around here. Yeah. Yeah, now that I live in Portland, it's harder to hear them. So that's sad. Wow. Ah, that's so cool. I did hear one the other day, though, because I went out of the city to, like, a mountain and that was a good. I just need to do that more often. I need to make time like every week to get away from the city noises so that I can remain, I don't know, can maintain my humanity. Okay. Otherwise I might turn into a car. Okay. Listen to the varied thrush. The freezing rain has pushed them down into the valley with the rest of us, flushed from the comfortably lush forest floor. They draw their bows across serrated edges of musical saws and crush the frigid, sharply pointed hearts of icicles like us. Crush, 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 swish, swish. The osprey hovers seeking fish. The glassy pond displays the menu, but won't serve the dish. To birds who wish to linger when the air turns cold, defying pressure to defer to cackling geese and western gulls. Wish, 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 wish. Who doesn't wish they could begin to live? Who doesn't wish they could believe in letting something end? We have these wishes, but we're hung up on a superstitious focus on the family. We see in colored doves with love much stronger than we probably should ever hope for ours to be. Are we a we are today? Will we be a we will be tomorrow? Were we a we were already long ago? We don't know what price makes sense to pay, so we settle for indebted sorrow, never knowing we could dine and dash into that nullifying snow. Thrash, thrash, the so-called trash birds taking baths betray their cuteness in the recklessness with which they lash their lustrous feathers, petroleum with flecks of ash, in an unseasonable puddle glaciating fast. Splash, 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 freeze, splash, 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 freeze, splash, 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 freeze, splash, splash, splash. Hush, hush, listen to the varied thrush. Hush, hush. Hush, hush, listen to the varied thrush. Hush, hush. Hush, hush. Hush, hush. Hush, hush. Hush, hush. Thank you so much. You've been a wonderful audience. I want to hug you all, but it would take too long.